No, Bolaji.
Dear brother, and you consider me as a member of this house because our governor is governing all of us, so it's just a visit for us to discuss a number of issues bordering on from our party to governance in general, and they continue to encourage him from the good work he's doing, which is exemplary and which has to be appreciated by all. On issue of protest, within the Nigerian Constitution, protest is allowed. All I plead for those who are protesting is to do so within the law and in a civil manner that allows us as a nation to show that we live within the law. You know, everybody knows the things that are difficult. I always say, when they talk about sponsors of the protest, I say the sponsors are very simple. It's hunger, it's hopelessness among the youths. So we all have to listen to what Nigerians are going through. And I thank our governor for doing so. It is critical and important. Well, what I said to security agencies is that we will let them ensure that they manage the situation, again, within the law. You know, we should not try to be overbearing. It should be something that we do within the law. There's nothing wrong. Protest is allowed everywhere globally. And I also say people protest in my house. And it's for us to listen to those who are protesting. Why are they protesting? Engage them. That's what governance is all about. You talk with them. There's nothing wrong in that. I was governor for years and people protested. And we kept dialoguing and debating about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, on the issue of protest, like he said, protests are allowed once they are done within the law. But that is the real challenge. Who can ensure or assure us that it will be done within the law? We have seen protests hijacked, and my fears are that this one will also be hijacked. And I have asked that even when you write a letter, it's a protest. You can sit down and write a letter of protest. You can call somebody and register your displeasure with what he's doing or how he's running government. So they are allowed. But when you now go outside the law and begin to unleash mayhem and violence, that is where it is not acceptable. First of all, for you to organize protest, the law requires that you get approval from the security forces, particularly the police. And somebody should take responsibility for getting that approval. So if you don't have the approval, then it will be against the law for you to go out on the street to protest. Secondly, everyone has a right of free movement. So if you block the road and you stop people from moving around, then you have broken the law. So there are several parts to it that may not be under the control of whoever is calling for the protest. My attitude to it is, yes, we've heard what you're saying. It will be very, very unfair to say that things are not difficult now. Things are very difficult. Hunger is real, and that is true. But how do you solve the problem? problem we find ourselves in the country today is economic. And will I say that we are actually paying the price for bad governance that didn't start today. Okay, and if you sat down and printed almost 24 trillion naira that is not backed by aiding productivity, then someday, sometime, like now, you pay for it. Because if you understand how the economy works, when you have so much cash chasing a certain basket of goods that will not increase because you have more cash, then prices will go up. So there are very, very few options left than this difficulty that we are going through. If we are patient and if we go through it, then after that I believe that the economy will reverse and things will begin to look better. The other thing that is critical is also productivity. If you do not produce and you just continue to consume, what is happening to our naira will be a child's play, because it can even get worse. Because basically you are importing virtually everything you consume, including refined petroleum products. So we need to sit down and restructure this economy, and it's not going to happen overnight. So my final word is that people should think about the implications of pouring out on the streets and restricting movement of other people and possibly inflicting harm and more hardship on the people. For people in Abia, my advice is that people should not pour out on the streets, because it may be more hurtful than the protest that the reason for the protest that people are calling for. That would be my final word. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Very, very, very good. Dominic, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
And thanks. Yes. I'm enjoying this.